Hello there, guys. Welcome to Disney Dreamlight Valley Mythbusters Dreamsnaps edition. Today, I want to go into a couple topics related to Dreamsnaps, a few opinions that have been circulating online that I've seen in the comments, that I've seen in other social, like Reddit, Twitter, and I have gathered some information in relation to those opinions. And we're going to try to figure it out, if that is true, if that is not true, things that we know or don't know about the Dreamsnaps. Anyway, I think you're going to learn a lot of cool things about Dreamsnaps in this video. So leave a like, subscribe to the channel not to miss part 2 and potentially even part 3, because I've been collecting a lot of Dreamsnap data and it's finally time to use the data to figure out Dreamsnaps to the best of our ability. So let's break some myth in Disney Dreamlight Valley, starting with number 1. By the way, little disclaimer, there is no way to know 100% if I'm correct or not, but all the data that I've collected in the past couple of months regarding this topic suggests that the myth is potentially not true. I'm not saying that it's 100% false, but there is no data, no solid data to support that myth actually being true. That's what I'm trying to say. So there is a chance I'm wrong. There is a chance the myth is right, but there is just no data to support it. At least none that I have seen. What was that? What did he just do? What did... Hello? Hello? Oh my, look at what is going on here? I think we should switch to a different screen to give this guy some privacy, you know? All right, let's start with myth number 1. Is voting more times actually gives you better results? I have seen this point circulating online, people saying that voting more times, like potentially hundreds of times, every single voting season can potentially, basically the logic here is the more pictures you vote on, the more times your picture is going to get shown to other people. And this is an interesting theory. I feel like if that was the case, it should have been announced by Disney Dreamlight Valley, but I did run a poll on my in my community that got about 1.3 thousand votes, which is a pretty decent chunk of data. Let's figure this out. Please vote for one of the options if any apply to your results today. So this was months ago for the pirate submission. I don't think it matters which submission it is. So basically, I voted more than 100 times, but got 900 moonstones or less. So basically, people who voted really a lot and got poor results. Then another option, I voted 10 times or less, so basically just did the minimum or didn't vote at all, and still got 4,000 moonstones. So these two options are complete opposites. Complete opposites of the theory that we're trying to prove. And as you can see, both of them got 11% votes. And now let's take a look at the points that we are trying to prove. I didn't vote at all. But still got 4,000 moonstones or more. So there were people like that. And also I voted over 200 times and still got 900 moonstones or less. Okay, now reading this poll, I'm actually seeing the problem with it. I should have given an option to actually for people to choose something like I voted a lot of times and I got more 4,000 moonstones or more, because this kind of doesn't have both sides. I just realized it only has one side. Okay, wait a second. According to this poll, it actually kind of confirms this. I feel like we need more data. I think this one needs more data. So if you think about it, only 24% of people actually got the opposite result of what we're trying to prove. And 76% of people kinda prove the point that the more times you vote, the more moonstones potentially you can get. Okay, I feel like it makes sense. The more time, like, it should be a thing. I feel like in many other similar situations, you do get more votes on your own picture if you vote more yourself. I think it's fair. So maybe there is something to it, because these results actually, they don't prove it definitively, but it's like, it doesn't rule it out either. So this one, I'm gonna give it a status of potentially true and needs more research. I'm gonna definitely do more polls on this, and we're gonna try to get to the bottom of this. Also, I have some sheets to go through. So this one, for now, the status is not proven or not disproven. So I'm gonna say it's possible. But if you read the comments to this poll, people say that they didn't notice any correlation. Most people. Some people did, some people didn't. So once again, this one cannot be proven at this moment, either true or false. Let's move to the next one. All right, this one is currently very popular. I have seen so many people talking about it and so many people convinced that it's true. And the next myth we're going to take a look at is submitting your dream snaps early. And now for this one, I actually ran a proper poll, and I think its results are pretty definitive. So basically, a lot of people are saying, using the logic that the sooner you submit your image, the sooner, like, for some reason, the more people will get to vote on it. Now, some people say that it's, I feel like a lot of people might not realize that the voting starts after the submission period is over. So it's not like if you submit your picture early, you're gonna have more days added for people to vote for your image. Your image does not even start getting voted on until this week is over. So technically it shouldn't matter. But still, a lot of people are convinced that if you submit your picture early, it's gonna get added into the algorithm early and potentially get shown to people more for some reason. I don't know. Honestly, I am pretty convinced that it's completely not true. And I ran this poll 11 days ago. Basically, the options were, I submitted my snap on the last day and I still got 4,000 Moonstones plus. I submitted my snap on the first day and got 4,000 Moonstone plus. Last day 900 or less, and last day and first day 900 or less. And if you compare the results, it is very, very equal, in my opinion. In fact, there is more people who submit their results on the last day that got 4,000 Moonstones than the ones that submit the results on the first day that get 4,000 Moonstones. So this poll actually proves the opposite almost. It almost proves that the longer you wait to submit, the better results you're gonna get, at least according to this poll. But in my opinion, it doesn't matter. And this poll definitely proves it. Like, look at it, look how close it is. People who submitted their dream snaps on the last day and got bad results is actually less than people who submit their results on the first day and got the poor results. So, like, I don't know why, but this poll proves the opposite. And also, if you go through the comments, I read all the comments, and I see a lot of comments on my videos. There is sure, there is people who are going to submit their something on the first day and get a good result, and it might seem like it's working, but I feel like for the amount of comments I get of that happening, I also get equal amount of the opposite happening. People submitting their submissions on the first day and still getting the worst results of all time. So I haven't seen any definitive proof, even anecdotal proof, none, absolutely zero, to even suggest slightly that this is true. So from my investigative research, I declare this myth to be completely false. And when I say completely false, once again, there is a slight chance it's true. There is just absolutely zero evidence to support this myth, in my opinion. From all the comments, from all the research that I did, there is zero evidence to suggest this. And also, even from the logic standpoint, I just cannot imagine what kind of algorithm would show the pictures that entered the system earlier more often. I don't think it even looks at the date. It just doesn't make sense. The date shouldn't be a factor in the voting, like in the images being selected for the voting whatsoever. So I declare this myth completely false. Let's move to the next one. All right, so here is my spreadsheet where I'm doing a bunch of research about Dreamsnaps. I haven't done, like, I'm going to do way more research. This is just for starters. But I wanted to find a correlation between the rank and the score. So basically, when you get your Dreamsnap results, let me show you real quick. You get a bunch of numbers, and I have ran multiple Google Forms where I've collected 4 Dreamsnap results. I had over like a couple hundred, sometimes even 1,000 plus entries, people submitting the results. So it's going to be a very large pool of data. When you get your results, you get score and rank and moonstones and dust. Those are four basically main numbers that you get with every rank. And a lot of people, me included, thought that the score, because it never explained us what the score actually is. So what a lot of people think is that the score actually determines your rank. And this has been definitively proven to be false by this spreadsheet. As you can see, I sorted this. I'm going to sort this whole list from the highest score to the lowest. And you can see that the ranks, they don't correspond to the score whatsoever. Let me try to zoom it in a little bit more so you can see. So as you can see, the scores... So you can see here that the highest score in Trick or Treat Challenge did not yield the highest rank. Not even close. There is almost 100 entries in this spreadsheet that have higher rank but lower score. So this kind of makes it very confusing, even more confusing than it previously was. What is the score if it doesn't determine your rank? Is the score purely calculated from the tags that you have on your image? I'm gonna have to run a whole separate research on that. I already started collecting some information about the tags. Results are gonna be in part 2 of this video or parts 3. But for now, there's multiple theories. Is the score actually only determined by voting? Is the score only determined by tags? And why don't they show, like, I wish they would show us both parts of the score and how is the score translating into the rank. I feel like they should explain to us how the whole scoring system works, because this is confusing. Like, look at this. Someone got rank 5,500 and had top 10 highest score in this submission. How does that work? Like, you can definitely see the correlation. You would not see any super low results with the highest ranks, but you will also see a lot of very, for example, if we score, if we sort the score from lowest to highest, some of the people with very low score, you can see they placed very badly too. But then you will get 1 or 2 results. For example, let's just scroll down a little bit. We see 60,000, 50,000 with pretty poor score. And then out of nowhere, we will get 4,000. Rank 4,000 with 56 score. Absolutely ridiculous. How does that happen? Does it mean they had very good tags? Or does it mean they had very good votes? I kind of wish there was... You know what? I'm gonna have to collect some more results, but I will ask people to include their submissions so I could potentially judge if it had a lot of tags in the picture, or if it had a lot of, like, if the picture actually looks absolutely mind-blowing and a lot of people voted for it, because I think that will help us determine what the hell the score actually means. Hopefully it will help. So once again, stick around for part 2 and part 3. The dust is a very interesting number though. The dust actually perfectly corresponds to the score. As you can see, it's absolutely... The higher the score, the higher the dust. And I don't know exactly. It feels like... So look. 54... 55 gives you 1. So I think there's even the formula on Discord link, something like 100 plus your score. That's how much dust you're getting. So dust is fully linked to the score. But what the hell is the score? And how is it calculated? And how does it determine your rank? Because rank determines your moonstones and score determines your dust. But there is still this missing link between rank and score that hopefully we're gonna try to figure out, and hopefully eventually we'll get to the bottom of this. But for now, this is gonna remain unsolved. If you guys have any clue, any ideas, what links rank and the score, what kind of magic formula is there, please let me know in the comments. And yeah, basically we just took a look at 3 of the most common myths in Disney Dreamlight Valley. I'm gonna throw in another one, number 4, just as a little bonus. There is another myth floating around that having a lot of tags is gonna give you high result, and it doesn't seem to be true. It doesn't seem to be the case whatsoever, because I have seen multiple comments. I mean, I haven't collected like a big chunk of data for it yet, but I will definitely start collecting tag data. I've seen equal amount of comments saying that they used minimum amount of tags and still got 4,000 Moonstones plus. And I've also seen comments, people saying that they've used 50 plus tags in furniture challenges for each tag and still got pretty low results. So for now, there doesn't seem to be any correlation, but I feel like the data is not solid enough to completely rule it out. There is still a chance that it works. We just need to collect some more data and make more deep research. So for now, the only 2 myths I can pretty confidently completely disprove is that submitting your results early will give you any advantage. There's absolutely 0 sense and 0 proof. And also, another myth is that your score determines your rank, and this has been just completely 100% proven that that's not the case. Let me know in the comments what other Dreamsnap myths, or potentially just any Disney Dreamlight Valley myth you would like me to take a look at and potentially gather some data, do some research, and prove or disprove any topics that people haven't 100% agreed on. We can take a look at that. I feel like this could be a fun series for this channel. Star in Sky Disney Dreamlight Valley Mythbuster. Sounds like a lot of fun. Thank you so much for watching. Huge thanks to all of our supporters, and I'm looking forward to your comments. What do you guys think? Which myth do you believe in Disney Dreamlight Valley, or which myth you don't believe? Do you think that your tags, the amount of tags, actually matters? Please tell me your experience if you ever had, for example, a lot of tags and still scored poorly, or you had a lot of, like not a lot of tags and you did really well. Also, what are your thoughts about voting more in order to get your picture shown more times? Because it does make sense. I feel like for that one, I can have explanation. Even if your picture gets shown more, it doesn't guarantee that you're gonna get a better rank. It's just gonna make the rank more fair. So if you have incredible submission, then your picture getting shown more times will get you potentially better results. But if you have a really weak submission, no matter how many times it gets shown, it's not gonna rise to the top. So it's gonna be a tough one. It's gonna be a tough one to figure out. But the researcher Star in Sky is on the task. Thank you for watching. A wonderful day, and goodbye.